Hola, Tirans. Welcome to the Mysterious Chirp. This episode goes out to Magda Skripichenko. Buckle up. It's about to get exciting.
So you're seriously telling me you don't have any tribble truffles? No truffle tribbles, nothing? I don't even know how this place stays open. How do you... Okay, well, how about, Ferengi fries? No? Well, nah.
Oh my god. I'm starving. Love that drink for lunch today.
Greetings, Visitorians of the Stanley K! We, too, are visitors, a troupe of traveling players here to tantalize your taste for the extraordinary. We are Circus Trifolium, and you are in for a treat. Our royal patron, Syntaxian III, distinguished professor of ancient writings of far-flung galaxies, has commissioned us, Circus Trifolium, to create not one, but two new performance works using our own physics-defying skills and the works of ancient Terran writer Shakespeare.
They are so good. And I am in them.
Scott's whales. He's going to make people not come.
We speak of the
Our murderer needs as many beings as possible aboard to shield them. They will figure out a way to make that happen.
The murder victim, Chakar was involved with the black market exotics trade. We were at a trade post. Our organization, Wolf, is also tracking the black market exotics trade because non-native pests often accompany the exotics being traded.
Or the exotics are the non-native pests and wreak havoc on their new world. Don't forget, the murder coincided with the onboarding digital paperwork malfunction. Something major is going down.
So keep your eyes open, your ears perked, and your mouth shut, Mr. Tanner. And don't make me regret assuming you one spy assignment ever would make you helpful here.
Madness and mayhem in the tragedy of Macbeth. And gasp, swoon, and chortle at our romantic comedy, As You Like.
Sorry I'm late. I had trouble with my departure.
It's fine, don't worry about it.
Stuff done. It is so maddening. I've got sets to finish. I've got painting to do. I've got. The lighting is wrong. I don't know. Oh man, I've got the song. I don't know how I'm gonna get through that.
Now, I realize many of you beautiful beings have come here to the Stanley K space station specifically for our performances. But for those who have not, this is your last opportunity before we perform at the Royal Auditorium at the Flying Caravanserai Space Station during the Simavatevi Festival. Julia, give me that glass.
And you know what those ticket prices will be? Out of this galaxy! So, we're gonna do a few fun moments from our shows, and you can line up over there to get tickets from our newest playmaker, Hacks the Roustabout.
That's gonna be something else, I tell you what. I guess we should go, right?
Tickets include your fly fee to the Flying Caravanserai and are still cheaper than seats there will be. So don't miss out.
Okay, here's the deal. I'm gonna stake out Hacks. The tickety thing gives Hacks an excuse to meet up with a contact. Guyver, you take the skipper.
Hey!
Take the skipper and tail Sindar. Try to be discreet. Do not confront. Just take notes and get back to me. I'm double-checking on some intel he gave us and trying to figure out if this whole knitted goods thing is actually a cover-up for some other trade. Maybe there's exotic plants or something moving in. I don't know.
On it.
And Skip, try to look natural.
Hey, I'm subtle. I can do subtle. When I was undercover during Life Day, I was so subtle.
And me?
You and whatever you have hidden under your ridiculously large coat, which better not be an exotic creature, are going to the break room. Fred is there with the worms. They know everything, and Fred knows them.
Fred knows them?
Fred works for Stanley K. The worms get around. Anyway, meet me here just before boarding. We don't have much time. I'll do a quick scan through to see if any faces match our criminal database. Then Tail hacks it. Oh my gosh, there's Nexia. See you later, Cannon. Nexia! Oh my goodness, how great to see you.
Okay, that was weird. Let's see. Break room. Scott's Wales, it's dingy back here. This has gotta be it. Hi, Fred.
Hey, buddy, is that you?
Veek? Who's Veek?
Veek, buddy, you got to be careful.
Yeah, we get that. But you're actually one of a kind.
Yo, Worm Bros, what are you talking about?
Veek, you know, small creature, eats like a piranha, makes gorgeous knitwear.
Knitwear?
Speaking of which, I have something for you. And then we have to talk, and we don't have much time. He wants you to wear it. It's a neck decoration. I think it's meant to be tied.
Thank you, Veek. I'm an admirer of your work. At least I assume it's your work that Lieutenant Cannon has been giving out.
Hey,
break room worms. This is serious. What about Umbrella and the black market? What happened to... Oh, Fred, we heard the Mysterious is being targeted.
Targeted? Targeted for what?
There is a crime organization that mostly does acquisition of illegal goods. They have mostly kept out of the Capricorn galaxy because it's small. So there's not enough quantity of typical goods to be worth the potential trouble. And none of the planets mine or create anything here that has high value in small quantities.
Like spice, or beryllium spears, or calcite, or whatever.
Great question, Veek. In a word, exotics. Turns out, the Banu rainforest, as well as the savanna of planet Swales and the mountain regions of Feasgar and Yestreen, have flora and fauna found nowhere else. So of course, the super rich will pay anything to have gardens, pets, and beauty creams with rare snail eyes or whatever in them.
It's very hot and very new market.
Well?
Smart cookie. The answer is nobody knows who Umbrella is. But we're the break room worms. We hear things. The Umbrella is a master at blending in, is a deadly and skilled assassin, and is the one who kind of sets up emerging markets. You know.
And they're now operating in the Caprimulgiform galaxy?
Not just in this galaxy.
They're aboard the Mysterious.
Dang!
Dang. I gotta go find Sergeant Portia. Come on, Veek.
It's fine. Let the kid hang with us. We're old pals.
I got this. You go.
Roger, Scotty, that. See you aboard. Portia, are you in position? Do you have eyes on the suspect?
Affirmativo, Lieutenant. Cannon, the suspect is looking at his tablet and shaking it, headed towards the cabley part behind Junia and Jacelyn. We're splitting up. Nexie and I are going to head around to the other side to get close to Hacks from behind the sound equipment. And Skip Tanner is going around the same side as Hacks, but keeping his distance. Right, Tanner?
I can do subtle.
I'll rendezvous with Tanner first, then you.
Roger that. Borsha.
There he is. Tanner!
Okay, Lieutenant, here's the lowdown. And I'm talking Challenger Deep Low on the potential perp. The suspect, Mr. Armand, is to your right at 45 degrees, just behind that probably illegally acquired potted rainforest tree. Armand is armed with a screwdriver and probably knows how to use it.
I'm sure he knows how to use it. He's using it to open his device. We're Sergeant Borsha and Sindarin.
Sindarin went to the vac room. Sergeant Borsha's on the other side behind that food cart. Pebbles, pretzels, and biscuits.
And Lonnie Guyver?
Casually appearing to talk to the manager of the Grande food court while sticking a mini-cam onto Jacelyn Mox's Illusionarium box. Guyver put me in charge of getting the big picture from over here. I'm secretly making notes on my mini-device in my coat pocket.
Roger, Scotty, that. Glad it's in your coat pocket. Less visually distracting than elsewhere. Keep up the good work.
I always do.
I always do. That's new. Hey!
Where is he?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You do know what I'm talking about. And I'm an auspicious Knit. So I know that something is about to happen. And it concerns you and whatever it is that you are doing.
Fine. Veek is with Fred and the coffee worms. I just left him there, and he's safe. I'm heading, or should I say, we are heading, towards Sergeant Borsha, who's on a stakeout, observing Hacks Armand.
Something doesn't feel right. Something isn't as it seems. Please, Lieutenant, tell me where they are. And keep your wits about you when you get to the sergeant.
Okay. Do you see Skip Tanner?
He's hard to miss.
Down the hallway, behind him, 6th door on the right.
Thank you. And walk in peace.
Yeah, sure. You'll be back on board, yes? Or will I hunt you to the ends of the known universe?
We will. He'll enjoy spending time with his worm friends. Oh, and Lieutenant?
Yes.
Why do you call him Veek?
Vermicious Knit. V-K. Veek. Although I do know now, anyway, that he isn't vermicious. See you both on board. Borsha, I'm nearing your position, but I don't see you. Borsha!
Greetings and good afternoon, Capromogaforms, Andromedans, and Sluesians. Those of you here at the Stanley K for the intergalactic premiere of Shakespeare Trifolium style should now board. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to board the Mysterious, an older chirp vessel outfitted with an updated holodeck.
Room. Hollow room.
Okay, Nexia. I'll catch up with you on board. Bye. Lieutenant Cannon, I'm still in position by the pretzel cart. Hax is heading this way to go into the crowd. He has a device, but appears to be otherwise unweaponed.
And, beings of the audience persuasion, great Scots Wales, do we have a treat in store for you? An intergalactically renowned announcer will be here in person and will send you off on your journey to our ship.
Sergeant, where's Hacks Armand?
Right there. He's paused. Maybe waiting for the circus people to say something.
Or to stop talking.
I'm moving in. If I can get close enough, I can scan the device.
That's against regulation. It's black market and inadmissible.
Whatever. Let's go.
Borsha!
Let's give it up for Shayna Briggs!
Thank you, comrades and companions here at Stanley K. Grande Food Court. There's only one thing I like more than impossible missions and sports arena.
We have half a centon.
Shh! Armand is approaching.
And that's when those two things combine. Yes, my friend, a service. And to that end, in just a moment,
Okay.
you will have a chance.
People only see what you
right
show
here,
them.
Right from Circus Trifolium's
Just
newest
use the Mukhtar Stealth Haze. And think of Sammy. No, don't do that. Bad idea. Too nerve-wracking. Breathe in for 4, hold for 4, out for 4. Who's there? Lieutenant Cannon? Sergeant Borsha?
We were kissing. Privately, heavily, privately kissing.
And here he is.
Borsha, you have to tell Nexia. Gotta go.
Tell Nexia, what's going on here?
I don't believe I owe you an explanation.
Okay, there's Dadida and the other performers. I'll see you on board.
Take a bow, Mr. Clown. Folks, the mysterious church is located in Dock 4. And be prepared to have your ID or chip scanned before boarding.
Dadida, Junia, Jacelyn.
Oh, hi, Lieutenant. Isn't this exciting? A real ringmaster is talking us up.
Junior, I resemble that remark. I make a wonderful ringmaster, I'll have you know.
Oh, of course. It's just that,
I'll see you aboard. Briggs out.
Oh, my starry future. Briggs is coming aboard? The Briggs? I'm hyperventilating. I'm hyperventilating. I think I'm gonna faint. Oh gosh. Junior, check my pulse. I have a pulse. Yes. Junior, check it. Am I all right?
Yes. Why are you being like that? I mean, sure, he's a famous announcer guy, but, you know, he's cool.
He's cool, yeah. What do you mean he's cool? Wait. You've met him?
Yeah, he's a friend of my mom's. He travels a lot, always stops at her beignet and boba bar. Whatever.
Sweet flying wings. We need to get on board now. We have to set up his dressing room. Flowers, chocolates, a star on the door. Come on.
He's cool. What has gotten into you? Dadida, they're boarding.
When the Matt Brown Foundation launched in 2020, it was built on one powerful idea: give back the way others gave to us. Founded by Matt Brown and his family after experiencing the life-changing challenges of paralysis, the foundation has since awarded more than $575,000 in grants to individuals and families in need, funding accessible vehicles, home and bathroom modifications, and critical equipment. With nearly 18,000 spinal cord injuries each year, the need continues to grow. The Matt Brown Foundation, making each day a little easier for those battling paralysis. For more information, contact us at www.mattbrownfoundation.org.
I did a background check on Wazak. He was supposed to be the #1.
Yeah. Don't tell me how you know. So, why was he in your office?
I know, right? All I have is paperwork. Was he killed in my office?
We think so. And Raven's files for the time period in question are corrupted.
Oh my gosh. I'm realizing what all that must mean. I'm hoping we can talk later. More privately, please.
That was a private conversation at dinner.
Did you request the records be sealed?
I mean...
And even if you did, Miss Love, it would not matter. This is a murder investigation, and it is exceedingly likely that the murderer is on board.
But...
The victim was not only a crew member, however briefly, but a being of interest in a widespread black market investigation of the exotics trade. But also an undercover agent for the Intergalactica Pole.
What?
An agent that Sergeant Borsha herself was handling. I have given you, Miss Love, way more latitude than I should have in deference to your determination and skill in resolving the administrative details that have helped untangle a case in the past. I recognize that your brain simply cannot let go of irregularities that are within your purview. Therefore, you will limit yourself to investigating fiscal paperwork anomalies, and you will report to me.
I can take that off your plate, boss.
Do not report your findings, or even your suspicions, to the Scoobies, as I've heard your cronies called. Do not report them to Sergeant Borsha, who cannot be charged with murder, as she was with me at the time.
I don't understand. I don't want any trouble.
Silence! Sergeant Portia must be considered a being of interest, or the integrity of the investigation will be called into question in court. I say this in front of both of you as a form of checks and balances, and to make it clear that if any, and I repeat any, pertinent information is withheld from me by either of you, you'll be charged with obstruction. Miss Love, do I make myself clear?
Yes, Detective Chief Inspector.
As to the conversation you had privately with Lieutenant Cannon, yes, Vivek was indeed murdered in your office. Medbay forensics, such as they are, imply intentional rupture of internal organs specific to that species. A skill only a professional assassin would possess.
And it must have been a surprise. To the victim, I mean. The rest of my office was fine. I would have noticed anything at all that was out of place, even if my pencils were out of order.
I believe you.
Yes, it does appear that the victim was waiting there to meet someone.
But wait, Sergeant Portia, did you orchestrate the glitch? Was that to get your agent on board? Did you know or suspect a meeting would take place and you wanted your agent to catch the culprit red multi-handed?
Portia?
No. I thought Wazak was boarding with the rest of you. Wazak probably boarded at the cargo bay during the recording and records glitch. A glitch I didn't plan, but certainly someone did. I think Wazak was supposed to meet in your office to destroy any paper trail of their entry or their personnel records. I'm not sure exactly.
Oh, horse lords. DCI Bridges, I imagine only someone with powerful connections to manage the kind of glitch we had?
Not necessarily, but definitely a skilled network of connections.
Could they have planted a recording device of their own in my office? Is that something you found?
I don't know. Sergeant Portia, you've been making sure you were in charge of collecting all the evidence in that office. What have you found?
Surely you don't expect me to reveal case notes in front of a civilian.
I'm expecting exactly that, to keep you both honest. And don't call me Shirley.
Okay. Not yet.
Look again. Harder this time. Like it was your job, and possibly your life on the line.
Bridges?
We have a connected, skilled assassin aboard this ship. Everyone's life's on the line. You can go, Sammy.
Thank you. I won't let you down.
See you at the hot, frothy nook, Sammy.
Boss, I can explain.
You should have done that the minute we got here. Why did I have to learn that you were Wazak's handler from Lieutenant Cannon? You acted like you didn't even know him. Dismissed.
Sergeant Portia, Fred is waiting for you in the hallway.
Thank you, Raven.
Raven, please send a transcript of their conversation to my tablet.
Claro que sí, DCI Bridges.
Raven, do you have access to the deep checks Sergeant Portia ran on the new crew members?
I will forward what I have to your device. Desafortunadamente, I cannot detect thoughts, so I have no idea if what I have access to is all of Portia's data.
Is Lieutenant Cannon nearby?
Yes.
Well, can you ping him, please?
Yes, I am able to ping him.
Raven, I am not the bad guy here. Please stop being difficult.
Are you implying I should have guessed you wanted me to ping him when you asked if I was able to? Are you suggesting I should interpret your requests and orders as I see fit?
Raven, please ping the lieutenant. Please open the door for him when he arrives. Please seal the interview records. Available only for Captains Savai Muir, myself, Cannon, and Sergeant Portia.
It's my pleasure to carry out the wishes of the crew. Door opening for Lieutenant Cannon.
Okay, Bridges, chips on the table. I'm done playing games, and I'm done tiptoeing around whatever it is you're doing. I gave you all that intel about the Vic, and I have a follow-up about the amber-eyed fang bug. And I know you know about Vic. And what have you given me? A whole lot of resistance, that's what. It's like being an orca in a net. Every move I make, you tighten the reins. Well, I am done. Spill the frothy and spill it now.
So this is Vic. Vic, I'm a fan of your knitted goods. They are indeed beautiful. They are so beautiful that I believe they may have caught the attention of our murderer.
What?
Think about it, Cannon. Our undercover agent for the black market exotics trade, who is supposed to be the new #1, is murdered, and the body is left on board. Why?
The glitch would be short, no matter how beautifully planned. The body had to be stashed.
And more importantly, why was he murdered at all?
Intergalactic database comparisons suggest that either uno, Wazak decided to make a little extra and attempted to blackmail his black market contact with the threat of going to DCI bridges, or more likely, Sergeant Borsha. Dos, Wazak was never your agent, only pretended to be, but wanted to end his contract with a powerful black market crime organization and paid the price for being a loose end. Or tres, there was something in particular, some special species he was supposed to bring in, and failed to do so.
We know the assassin had to also have been the point of contact for illegal flora and fauna.
And there was no time for the assassin to leave after covering up the murder.
And with the exception of the new #1, Levi Archer, all of the crew and passengers on board were scheduled to be here.
No matter who it is, they created a problem with the murder, attracting attention to what they were doing. The crime organization they are a part of won't like that. If it were me that did that, I'd find something rare to bring to my bosses. Someone who is one of a kind. Someone that is from a misunderstood and hunted species that would command an enormous price, but also a species that feels enough like a legend that it is either not known, or barely remembered, or even disbelieved, so as to avoid scrutiny. That kind of a delivery would mean the difference between life and death for a murderer.
I'll keep Sindarin by my side for helping protecting you, little guy. Whoever it is would want to disappear at the Flying Caravanserai space station. It's like a small planet, it's so big.
And it's our next scheduled stop.
Right after the circus trifolium performance, so all the elites can brag, even if they didn't understand it. And the circus patron will make more in ticket sales for the show there.
We can use that to our advantage.
Who's your #1 suspect, Lieutenant Cannon?
Hax Armand.
Because he was an arms dealer?
What? Are you sure?
Not entirely. No. Why do you suspect him?
Because I hate clowns. And because a roustabout is kinda like a butler. And as the saying goes, the butler did it.
When I first came to Michigan Tech, I had no idea how far it would take me. I made friends, studied hard, and had more than a few challenges and failures along the way. But there was never a day that I didn't feel supported by the people around me, people who were also trying to become better versions of themselves. My experiences at Tech have made me a better engineer and an even better person. Because of Tech, I'm ready for whatever the future brings.
Visit mtu.edu/tomorrow to learn more.
So there we were, hiding behind the frothy bean display in the duty-free shop, and we got locked in.
Okay. Hey, buddy, you know us.
Worms, we did get arrested, but it was all just a misunderstanding.
Veek, little buddy, are you tired?
I'll take him.
Let's stick together. My quarters are more secure.
Nighty-night, Beak. Stay safe, Beak. Do what they tell you.
Hop up, little one.
You're breaking my heart. You know that, don't you?
You have a heart?
Hey, now.
I worry about him.
You should. My grandmother's friend, the one who knitted the handkerchief I have. The Royal Empress of Rongovia on Betoga.
Yes?
She often told me of the many beautiful beings on her planet, including the Knits. Sadly, when the rainforests where the Vermicious made their homes were diminished, they helped themselves to the livestock of the wealthy, who brought in some less discriminating bounty hunters, and, well, you can imagine, none of the Knits were safe, and that was in the time of my grandmother.
They have it rough, those Knits.
Remember we helped smuggle some knits of those wine barrels from Sanjo?
Of course. Best wine I ever had.
Well, they did have to be emptied.
But hear me out. I'm a paper pusher. There's a lot out there in the galaxy that doesn't make sense to me. But here's one thing I do know. If you are supposed to turn in something, and your bosses are very strict, shall we say, you cannot turn up empty-handed, because most of us are in the middle of the paper trail. There are systems and agreements in place before it ever gets to us. And there are agreements and bigwigs after it leaves us.
It's the same for me. No one cares how the cargo got to me or how I get it to the next location. Just that it arrives when and where it's supposed to. I'm good at repairing anything in any situation, because it does not go well for me if the merch doesn't arrive, even in remote towns on forgotten planets.
Are you all saying you believe the murderer, who is clearly connected to illegal species trading, will go after Vik in an attempt to atone for whatever went wrong with the murder victim?
Exactly. I think you got it.
What just happened? How did I miss the Scooby strategy session?
Hey, McQueen. Long time no see, huh?
Yeah, I think the last time I saw you was on that ship leaving Jemison. Minerva.
That's enough out of you. You want to be moved to cargo? I didn't think so. Sammy, I have about 1 centon before I'm going to be called away to something else.
We think the murderer will make a move soon.
I think it'll be right before we dock at the Flying Caravanserai space station. That's where the worms and all the audience for the circus shows are disembarking.
We are also offboarding a lot of cargo there.
McQueen! Speaking of which, I gotta add a request to my cargo list for our next stop at a space station.
Howdy, Chief Mate McQueen, Purser Love, everyone. Miss Schledhammer came to me with her dilemma, but it's a cargo question, and I wouldn't dare, step on your toes or mess up anything y'all been working on.
Well, boss, that was wise. I'm not in the mood for any more chaos with my cargo than I already have.
Well, that's unfortunate, McQueen, because I have a blue whale-sized problem, and I need it fixed, like yesterday.
What is it?
So we're down to our last few barrels of Xavia wine and of Hale Ale, which, of course, because we have a ship full of, dare I say, snobs.
Translation? Audience guests.
Snobs I desperately need.
And you know where they are, and I gave you the code.
Yeah, well, they're empty.
Drained empty? Someone on the ship already accessed and drank them?
No, empty. Like a big corral with nary a hoof print. I checked them myself. They were never full.
That's weird.
Yes, it is. I can only think of one reason to bring empty containers, and that's to fill them. Chief Mate McQueen, could you send me your records? I want to cross-check them with mine. How many barrels of the ale and the wine, and make sure they are accounted for.
And see who signed for them. I like how you think.
Watch it, Archer.
Well, I didn't sign for them. Forms give me the hives. I always make Marv do it, but for all I know, he made Tumblr or Nexia do it. More importantly, what am I going to serve the mob at my pub?
Do you have a blowtorch, Indovitus vinivera, and a Grapnar coil?
Yes.
Then we're good. I got you. Let's go make some wine.
I don't know how you're gonna do this.
Don't worry, I've done it before. There was this one time on this other ship. You think these people are snobs?
Just all right. Anything that's gonna make them happy.
Tumblr? I don't recognize that name. Is that a crew member?
He was a pub tender with us on some previous journeys. He got offered a big gig, and we picked up Nexia.
She came with excellent references from some important families. But Xavia has a point. We need to check which load batch those empty barrels came with, and how long ago.
I think the pub's hold in my cargo bay was pretty close to empty when we docked at Banu, but I'll check.
Speaking of your cargo, I caught Adita trying to get in.
Of course I was trying to get in. We have a performance in 2-day cycles, and I need equipment that I did not anticipate needing.
You looked in NTE 3120?
Yes, but our cargo from Banu was not there, remember?
Yes, I remember. We found it but couldn't move it during flight. I put a signal tag on it to keep it safe and findable.
I spoke with you about it when we took off. Can we go there now?
You can't. That hold has some classified cargo. I can't even go there alone. I need a superior officer with me at all times. Only the number 1 and the captain can go alone.
But we can certainly take care of that now. I have the access code.
Would Wazak have had the code?
He would have had the original code, but I changed it in case it was compromised when he was killed. Chief Mate Weathers McQueen, after you.
Ooh. You sure you want to go after me? I'd rather go first.
Did you change your hair or something? Oh, your eyes are twinkling.
Oh, Worms, I love you, but I need to sleep.
Of course you do. Give me more.
I'm tired too. My brain hurts. Good night, Adita. Good night, Fred. Good night, Worms. Worms, are you helping Marv tomorrow at the pub for the breakfast rush? With all our guests, I'm sure he could use your help. And I saw that one of you is a Michelin chef.
Oh, that will be awesome. Brace yourself for some interesting beverages, Sammy. Good night. Come on, Worms.
I'll just lock up my things. Are you two hitting the hay soon, or having tea or a hot frothy or something?
I just need a quiet moment. And yes, tea.
Okay, see you tomorrow. Good night.
Good night.
Will you make me a tea as well?
You trust me to do that? Not afraid I'll put something in it?
Give it a rest, Adita. I'm just trying to do my job. And as we established the last time we met on this ship, your company would make the perfect cover for a smuggling ring.
Yes, but we aren't.
But you are a spy.
The others are not, and they don't know. And my employer prefers knowledge to power.
Knowledge is power.
Can we not do this tonight? I think you know I have nothing to do with any of this. I wish I could help, but even my sources at the Stanley K didn't know anything. Too far out of our scope.
I believe you. I think you might be the only one who hasn't lied to me, or betrayed me, or turned their back on me. I can't even trust Borsha. Borsha of all beings betrayed my trust. And I need your help, the troops' help, and I don't trust the rest of your team. So, I have to trust you.
Ah, the place, the thing, is it?
Please don't. No more references, no more oblique hints, none of that. I'm so tired.
Me too. I will be open. I will be honest. I will be trustworthy, and I will do as you ask. But please, please do not inquire about anything outside of the task that is before us.
Thank you. And in return, I will be open. I will be honest. But we are only partners until we arrive at the flying caravanserai with the assassin in custody. Then it's open season again.
Understood. So, what now, partner?
Do you need some comfort? Some downtime as much as I do?
I do.
Then let's start with that.
Thank you for listening, Terrans. Want to learn more about our cast and crew? Follow us on Instagram, YouTube, Patreon, and our website. This season is made possible by our associate producers Magda Skripachenko and author Rosalind Tukolsky. This project is also made possible in part with SOS grant funding from the Community Arts Partnership of Tompkins County. And now, the credits. Sound effects designed by Tori Heyart and Finn O'Neill. Dialogue editing by Rainey Alexiev. Mixing by Gavin Mackey and John Deck. Music composition by Nick Trocea and Mason Bunn. Theme by Ryan Terrell. Managed by Calista Nevels. Sound and music supervision by Christopher Plummer. The cast in order of appearance. Jessica Cooney as Raven, the ship's intelligence system. Sean Scott as Jacelyn Mox, circus performer. J.G. Hertzler as Ambassador Bartok of WARF, the Water and Air Resources Foundation. Andrew Joseph Perez as Skip Tanner, R&D for Stanley K. Farah Haydar as Lonnie Guyver, Rogue Engineer. Cindy Kay as Sergeant Borsha. Joey Steenhagen as Lieutenant Luke Cannon. Emily Babin as Junia Michaels, circus performer. Carmen Wilson, Yasmin Toison, and the cast as the Worms. Dee Alvis as Veek, the Delicious Knit. Susan Cooper as Fred, team lead for R&D for Stanley K. Rebecca Jensen-Wesugi as Nexia Zyrell. Ty Bennett as Briggs, the voice. John Gardner as Hax Armand, circus roustabout and mysterious presence. Sonia Simmons as Purser Sammy Love. Julian Irons as DCI Ophelia Bridges. Dee Alvis as Sindarin, minor dignitary from Betoga. Carmen Wilson as Chief Mate Weathers McQueen. Stephanie Johnson as Xavia Schledhammer. Charles Coates as First Officer Levi Archer. Connor Fleming as Dadita. Loop Group actors: Arthur Vandenberg, David Seidel, Zane Long, Kimber King, Christopher Plummer, Calista Nevels, Nick Trocea, Jaden Pillars, and Gavin Mackey. The Mysterious Chirp is a monthly science fiction podcast written by Holly Adams and the cast of TMC and produced by Shearwater Productions and Christopher Plummer at Michigan Tech University. Journey on.